Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it's Felicia, and I think today we are doing something different. I don't think I've done anything related to medical school or the medical field or anything of that sort. So if you don't know, I'm a medical doctor and currently in the surgical department at the hospital. And then, yes, I want to be a surgeon. Yeah. So the other good thing right now is, yes, I got accepted into Ghana College. And it's a college, right? Ghana College of Physician and Surgery to do surgery. So yeah, today on my channel, I have this special guest. Yeah, he's special, but he's not so special. Exactly, he's not so special. So he's Dr. Elon Sitofia. He's a colleague and he is already into the program. I mean, he already started training. So we're just going to talk about how to become a surgeon in Ghana. Yeah, so it's just, I'll ask him some few questions and then if I also have to chip in anything, I'll just add on. But most of the time, he'll be the one answering the questions. Is that okay?
My name is Elom Setrafia, Dr. Elom Setrafia, like she said. I attended University of Ghana Medical School from 2012 to 2018.
Yeah, so annoying.
And the only medical school, the real medical school, University of Ghana. The others, they are all training colleges.
Wow.
Yeah. I completed in 2018, did my house job in Kolebu and in VRA Hospital where I met Felicia.
Yeah, he's my medical brother.
Hey, this zone here, this zone are locked. Currently, I'm in my first year of residency. I'm doing general surgery and I'm doing the program in Ho Teaching Hospital. I'll be doing some of my rotations also in Kolebu Teaching Hospital later in the program.
Okay, thank you so much, Elo.
Why surgery?
Exactly. So what motivated you to just do surgery?
Okay. So when I was doing house job, after doing my pediatrics rotation, I knew for sure that I did not want to do pediatrics.
Yeah,
So,
I think.
and then, okay, for internal medicine, my experience in medical school wasn't very encouraging. We had a lot of interesting cases on the ward, fine, but they will come and say we say real in Accra.
Which one is real?
Like, oh my God, like you come and say a lot of
information,
teach a lot of do this lab, do that, and in the end, then the patient is dying. Most of the interventions were not working from my point of view, because a lot of the times for medical cases in our part of the world, people present late, so it was very discouraging.
Please, this is internal
medicine. Internal medicine was also out. Initially, I wanted to be an obstetrician gynecologist.
Yeah, I remember. Yes. You mentioned it.
I was very excited about it. So that's why I pushed my ONG rotation to the district. However, after going through the rotation, I wasn't really feeling it because
very ONG was the hell. It's like
it really used us. We worked really hard, but at the same time, it became quite repetitive for me.
Yeah,
so everything is I don't know if it's because of where we were working, but I sort of
is it a CS or vaginal delivery?
They do, but they do, and they will come and catch you. But in the end, I lost interest. So, but I knew I wanted to cut. So in the end, I felt I would do general surgery. There was opportunity to also do orthopedic surgery, but I felt it was more restricting. I wanted to do something that would give me like a broad overview, so that afterwards I'll pick what I want to start specializing. So that's why I chose surgery.
That's nice. For me, I think I knew, the specialty I wanted to do was in this surgical discipline, even way before high school. So I knew I was going to go into exactly. Wow. I knew I wanted to go into the surgical field. Then I went to medical school, and then clinical years are Confornochi. Internal medicine, so many people were dying. I said, bye, no way I would want to be interested in a specialty like. Then I think for pedics and ONG, I know ruled them out completely, but then I wasn't so interested. Then house job exposed me to them, and I was like, okay, I think it's very clear now. Like it's either surgery or nothing else, and then so that's for me.
Okay, I knew I was going to be a doctor, but the surgeon part's what I wasn't sure of. The medical school was a bit confusing. Sometimes every rotation made me feel like I wanted to do it, well, except internal medicine. But every rotation made me feel like, oh, this is a rotation for me. I would do pediatrics and feel like, oh, I want to be a pediatrician, do psychiatry and feel like. So at the point, I wanted to do family medicine so that I would have a bit of everything. But I guess, like I said, house job sort of changed my mind. So I didn't always know that I wanted to be a surgeon. It wasn't something that was always on my mind.
Yeah. So the other thing too is I think house job does really help.
It's the reality of it.
Exactly, for most of the specialties. You go on the ground and go like, okay, so this is how it really is like. Yeah, so then you can also make a decision from there. Yeah, if you're not somebody like me who are
So, first thing you have to do is to make a decision.
Exactly.
Then you write the primaries.
I think you plan.
You plan it.
You don't want to plan. Oh, yes, you didn't plan,
Oh,
right?
I planned. I mean, you make a decision. Once you've made a decision, the next step is to write the primaries.
Okay.
So, the primaries for Ghana College are usually written. There's a March primaries and then there's a September primaries. So you can register for any of them and then you prepare ahead. For most people that I've spoken to, it took them about a month to prepare. The scope of the exam is mainly the basic sciences, so but then focus on anatomy, physiology, and pathology. Very little pharmacology and all those things, but mostly on those three things. And it was 150 questions, 50 from each subgroup.
50? In Ghana College is easier.
Okay, you go to West Africa. Yes. 50 from each subgroup. It was straightforward. I mean, once you go through the motions and you've studied most of the things, you should be able to pass. So after passing the primaries, the next thing is to go for the interview, the residency interview, which they will ask you, I mean, pretty much basic stuff, who you are. They want to know who you are, why you chose surgery. So sort of what Felicia is doing, but more formal and with old people. So you have the interview, and then after the interview, then once you pass, you'll be posted to an institution to start the program. So that's basically the process. The program lasts for 3 years, and after that you write an exam, and then when you pass, you will be called them.
Yeah, so he spoke about the Ghana College. So you have the other option of writing the West Africa College primaries. So that one was 900 students, yours was 600, right? And that one is also anatomy, physiology, pathology.
Yeah.
But I think West Africa writes theirs in April and October, I think. And then people claim, I've not written Ghana College before, but people say West Africa is more difficult.
It's true. It's very difficult. Very difficult.
So as a Ghanaian or as an African, you can do any of these exams and use it to start residency. I wrote only West African, that's what I'm using to start residency. And I wrote Ghana College, and that's what applying to do Ghana College. I just paid the interview fee.
Oh, okay. But if you have Ghana College primaries and you want to do a residency with West African College, you need to pay a waiver.
How much is that? I think
$1,000.
$1,000, exactly.
Oh, it's expensive.
Yeah, it's cool to have, people both. Like it's very cool to have both. So people just do Ghana College and then they pay the waiver, then they get the attachment from West Africa. But then also you can write both exams and do both membership at the same time. People are doing that because it's literally the same hospital, the same teachers. You get just like filling 2 different
logbooks.
Exactly. So people do that. So I think if you use West Africa and you want Ghana College, I think you pay too. But I don't know how much you pay to get a Ghana College membership. I don't know, but I'm sure. So that's it. You can write any of the exams and then just start residency with it. So the next question is, are you enjoying residency?
before we talk about that, maybe we should talk about the institutions and being a private.
Exactly.
Yeah. So some people enter residency as private individuals. When we say that, that means they're not attached to any institution. That's okay if you have a good financial background. Say you have a good sugar daddy who's ready to sponsor you, or your parents are very rich and they're ready to give you a stipend every month. That's fine. You can go on with that. Because during the residency, no one is going to be paying you if you're going as a private individual, and it's work.
Yeah.
It's an apprenticeship, so it's work. Your bosses are giving you work to do, and you're learning in the process.
You need the money.
You need the money.
You need it.
But if you do not have, if you're like some of us whose their parents have washed their hands from shoulder to fingertips of you instead of making salary, then you have to look for a job and you work with an institution. You have an agreement with them. They give you a steady leave so that whilst you are on leave studying or doing your apprenticeship, you still get your pay.
Yeah.
And that one, depending on the institution you go to, their terms and conditions may be quite tough. Some places like the district,
Yeah.
they will make you work for a longer period because more people don't want to come to the district. They don't have anyone to replace you if you leave. So some people may tell you have to work for 4 or 5 years before you are considered for a steady leave, or 3 years or 2 years. So they may be a bit difficult, but the teaching institutions or the teaching hospitals are more lenient. Yes. So within a year, 2 years max, you started the residency program. So if residency is a priority to you, then maybe you may consider going to a bigger institution or a training institution where they are looking for more specialists who train other residents who have to come into the institution.
And I don't know if we've already mentioned that it's for 3 years.
Yeah.
Then after the 3 years, you write your membership exams. Then you can now start. You become a member.
You become
a specialist
surgeon.
Then you can start fellowship.
And then you start specializing into the different areas.
So we have cardiothoracic,
neurosurgery,
orthopedics,
plastic
plastics,
surgery,
pediatric.
urology, pediatric surgery.
Urology, pediatric. Exactly. But right now, neurosurgery has
a straight program, like orthopedics,
yes,
for 6 years.
So if you are so sure it's neurosurgery you want, don't waste time to go and write any
membership.
Yeah, just write the
primary school, exactly.
Yeah, or orthopedics and just start. 6 years, you are a neurosurgeon. That would be so cool,
And no matter what you do, the 6 years is going to pass.
Exactly.
So you might as well just do the program.
And I think now the whole system is better. It's not like back then. You see, I used to hear stories that when you want to go and write the exam, people will be advising you not to go because they will intentionally fail you or they won't let you start. I think it's better now.
I think if you're talking about you mean like the primaries?
Yeah, starting school.
It depends on the institution, honestly. Like I said, it really depends on the institution. And getting out of the program, especially for fellowship, can be challenging sometimes. Yes. But I think the college is working on that because of it's mainly the challenges with the dissertation and all those things. But I guess that's another conversation for another day.
Yeah. But yeah, if you know a surgery once, I think he mentioned earlier, start right after medical school. I think most of us make that mistake of we should finish our job before we start making those decisions of writing exams and those. Our job can be challenging, yeah, we know. But I feel like if you plan way ahead, do you get it? You can start planning towards the exam so that by the time you are done with house job, you already have your primaries done and you put it somewhere.
But maybe the challenge with a lot of us is we want to experience how the job is actually before we make the final decision.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Am I enjoying residency?
Yeah, that's the next question.
Wow, I hope my bosses are not watching this. I'm enjoying most of it. The experience, the exposure, getting to do different procedures, especially with where I'm training.
It's thrilling, seriously. I don't know.
It's exciting. And then getting to work with different people, different specialists who have different styles of teaching. And different styles of working with you. I mean, it's all exciting. Having different stories, learning from different people, So, but then it gives you like multiple ways of doing things.
Yeah.
So yes, so I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying that part. That's the main thing. So I'll say on the whole, yes, I'm enjoying residency.
I know my show.
Oh, I'm sure. Please pass me. I'm enjoying it. Any regrets? Yes, I do have some regrets. I mean, my friends who haven't started the program yet, who are working in the cities, they have more locums. So they are making money and they're saving money or investing money in different projects. Life is not about school, Charlie. You have to make money. So that's
location matters. Seriously. I think we'll talk about that. Initially, my reasons for choosing Ho was, I'm so adventurous. When we come to Ho, what has Ho got to offer me? I'll get to explore. Since I go here, how many? I've not explored much. Do you get it? Work is so demanding and so draining. You barely have time to do anything else. So you are just depending on our monthly salaries. They don't have private hospitals, so location really matters.
They have, but stipends are not so attractive.
Location really matters, so seriously. But yeah, so it could be one of the regrets.
It's one of it is right. It could be. It is one of the regrets. And then another regret is, I think that's a main thing. The main thing, not being able to make more money. You know? But the good side is in whole the expenses are not so much. There's no traffic. So when you're getting around, you don't spend as much on fuel. Food used to be cheaper, but these days it's like now the sellers will be so they are copying Accra prices. We don't like that. I hope that some of them are watching. We don't.
And even delivery, kind of whole that there's no traffic, you call to order food and delivery will cost like 15 cents.
But your house is fine.
See, no.
Your house is fine.
There's no traffic.
Why
charging me 15 cents?
Your house is fine.
See, if they post my money there, I don't understand.
Your house is fine. Okay, general advice. When you're about to finish medical school and you're done, you start house job, you should start thinking and making a decision. First decision, do you want to stay in Ghana or you want to go? Second decision, if you want to be in Ghana, what specialty do you want to do? Start planning towards it. Start thinking towards it. Start making plans. I mean,
if you have to study, you gotta study material.
Start preparing, the exam. It's helpful, even if you don't even get to start there and then. It's good to know that you've written the primaries. It's valid for like 5 years, so you can use it to enter the program at any point when you are ready. Second thing is general advice. Don't just copy what other people are doing. Maybe just because everybody wants to go abroad. Everybody wants to stay in Ghana. Everybody wants to
go abroad, so you carry your things and see.
You should think through and decide based on what you want. Yes, it's an individual thing. Make sure you make an informed decision. Yes. So if you want to do surgery, you should be ready to sacrifice.
See, he's not lying. You should
be ready to sacrifice.
In every aspect,
ready to sacrifice your time, especially because going up the ladder, you have to be ready to spend time, wait for patients to be ready, for theater, and in the beginning you will not be allowed to cut, so you have to be ready to be patient, to observe, to learn, to assist. You should be patient because the other workers may also give you some stress. Anesthetists will stress you. Theater nurse will stress you. Patients will stress you. Your bosses will also come and stress you on top. It's all parts. So if you are coming in, you should be ready. You should have that at the back of your mind that you're going to be patient because the training is tough. But hopefully, when you get to the top, you can make it worth it. Generally, I think that's the main advice I would give to anyone. If you're interested in surgery, you should also think of what's a specialty you also want to do. So that whilst you're doing the rotations, you can be thinking,
making
all those, making all those plans and all that. So I think that's my main advice.
Yeah, I think surgery is fulfilling, seriously, in the sense that comes with a problem. You cut or open and you do that, and then
the problem is gone.
Exactly, it's not
most
medicine.
Of the time, and it's not all the time.
I think this is internal medicine hit zone. See, it's not medicine that I think I joined them for their rounds one time. And then you see how general said you go, oh, this is post-op hernia repair, day 5. Patient is doing blah, blah, blah. Oh, so we are discharging. Or post-mastectomy, internal medicine. So this is madam, we are managing as compensated heart, secondary to hypertensive, complicated by 2, AKI, 3. No.
Like this can be 8. And half of them you are not even sure.
Except I'm like,
it's more straightforward.
If my hand is paining you have to cut, you cut. Problem solved. I'm just saying that's how surgery is like, but I'm just saying I can't.
Most of the time, sometimes it's complicated, but most of the time it's simple.
Yes. And the mortality rates in surgery compared to medicine is way
much lower.
Yeah. So that's what makes me like surgery in a way.
Same.
And for the advice here, he said it. Just plan, be patient. People will annoy you. Like they will annoy you. Anyways, just have patience. I want to know.
I think a female choosing to do surgery. Well, I think it's a daring thing for a female to want to do surgery. Why? Because generally most females want to have more time with their children. They want to have more time at home, nursing or grooming their children and all that, and having time for their home.
Cooking for their husbands.
I didn't say that too. I beg you. Most of them want to do that. So, surgery is more time consuming. You spend lots of time in the hospital, a lot of time in the hospital.
We can go home like 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
And then they say you're coming back at 7 actually. So, it depends on what the woman wants. I mean, if she wants to be the woman who is there for her kids all the time, is very accessible to her kids, very accessible to her husband, then I wouldn't recommend. Yeah. I mean, well, there are some surgical disciplines that are more friendly.
That's when you are done alone.
Well, the training is ophthalmology even cry.
Well, yeah, that's another part of surgery. ENT is also there. Then dental is more like from medical school.
Yeah.
But at our level, ENT ophthalmology.
But even those ones, you need to become a boss first.
Yes, before.
So the training is tough, but I mean, when you become a boss, it's a little bit better.
Yeah.
But like I said, I wouldn't recommend. It depends on what the woman wants. If you are someone who wants to have a lot more time with your family, a lot more time being
family
mommy dearest,
then
I wouldn't recommend. Women can do surgery. They can do surgery. I met some female bosses in medical school and in house job.
Hey, how many female surgical?
Okay, so my floor for house job, both of the consultants were female. General surgeons, Dr. Dede and Dr. Nsafo.
That's nice. I think Confanoche.
General surgery, there were 3 before I left.
Please, guys, correct me, but Confanoche, I don't think we had any female surgeons.
General surgery fellows.
Yes. The only female I knew, they were now training to become, so they were doing residency. But for the bosses, they were all guys. They were all
male. Yeah. Because of the time thing.
Yeah.
So I think the ones that I met, most of them, their husbands, there's a compromise. You see, their husbands are either more free or very rich, so can afford having a nanny at home to take care of the kids. And then most of them had their families living very close to their workplace,
so they could help.
So my boss like this, in between maybe after clinic, when she closes, she'll go and pick up the kids from school and send them home, maybe sort them out whilst we are preparing the cases that we got from theater, from the emergency. Then she'll come and join us in theater with the residents. So it was everything. She had centered her life around her workplace to make it easier for her. So You can find a way around it.
Exactly. So it's like you are female planning on wanting to become a surgeon. Plan. Make sure that's what you really want to do. Don't start any of them middle. You start regretting that. Maybe I should have. But yeah, planning and just
stop.
See, I think so. Stop and go and start something else. But then you plan, and then just know that it's a choice you made for yourself, and then you're going to see to the end. Yeah. Don't let anyone intimidate you. Don't let don't let anybody's opinion make you lose hope in yourself or lose confidence in yourself in wanting to do surgery. Seriously. It's doable. Right now I'm not married, so I'm thinking it's doable. But I feel like you can do it. I don't know. But more females. We need more females actually, because you guys were able to pick some lessons and advice from what we did, okay? And then feel free to ask any question or whatever that may be bothering you in the comment section. I'll invite him to come and be answering. I'll look at this. But yeah, if I feel like I can answer to, I'll just answer that. And yeah, and thank you for watching up to this point. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell them to subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And share. Okay.
Share.
So that. Anyways, thank you so much. I love you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. See you.